What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, I'm doing a playthrough of Crypt Crawler Quest. This is my brand new expansion for Crypt Crawler, and guys, the crowd sale is live from June 19th until July 3rd. So you've got 2 whole weeks to head over to thegamecrafter.com and pick up your own copy of Crypt Crawler Quest, this tall mint tin expansion for Crypt Crawler. Also, this playmat, the Crypt Crawler Quest playmat, which is an updated version of the playmat, will be included in the crowd sale as well. You can pick that up for a discounted price, as well as the base game, the original base game of Crypt Crawler, will also be on sale in the crowd sale. And of course, you're going to need the base game of Crypt Crawler in order to play Crypt Crawler Quest. So if you don't have the base game of Crypt Crawler, you can pick up both of those while you're there in the crowd sale. There's also a couple things that I wanted to mention before we get into the playthrough. So I've been playing quite a bit off camera, and I've noticed a couple of little things that I wanted to change to about the game before the final release. So I'm going to go over those briefly, and I'm going to tell you guys what's going to be different in the final version of the game. So the first thing is, let's set the tin off to the side here. The first thing is the snake enemy here. So everything about the snake is going to stay the same down this way, except for his armor class. Its armor class is going to go from 2 up to 3. So I'll preface this too by saying I've been playing a lot and I've been winning a lot. A little too much. You guys know how difficult the base game of Crypt Crawler is, and of course that's intentional. I like the game to be fairly challenging, and I want the win rate to be somewhere around, it was around like 20 to 25% in the base game. I wanted that to increase maybe a little bit, maybe more up to 30, 33%. So you win, maybe 1 out of every 3 games or something like that on average. So it's still a challenge, but it's still, it's still rewarding enough that you're not getting completely decimated every time you play the game. But yeah, in my playtesting since getting the physical copy of the game, my win rate is over 50%. It's a little too much. It felt a little too easy. The wins weren't nearly as rewarding. Don't get me wrong, I was still having a blast playing the game, but it felt a little easy. So I've bumped the snake from 2 up to 3, and believe it or not, my last playthrough, I lost the game, I think, because of that, because I missed a couple of attacks against the snake, against a particular snake that I would have hit otherwise. So that is working. So the snake is going to go from 2 armor class up to 3. Also, there are a couple of resolution cards that have changed. So for the resolution card that has the gem pawn event, this version that I have right here, it's got all 0s down here for the modifiers, and I've added 1 strength as a modifier to this card. So in the base game of Crypt Crawler, I believe there were 6. Was it 6? I believe it was 6 out of... Wait, let's see. We can count right now. We've got 1, 2... Let's see, 3... I think it's 6, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Oh, okay. Wow, there's 7. Okay, so there's 7. There's 7 cards that have 1 for the strength on it. I could have sworn it was 6. I'm going to double check that, guys. Hold on. 1, 2. I know how to count. 3. I think so. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7. Okay. So there was 7 in the base game. And now there are 8, and I believe, let's see, let's double check. So, okay, so this is a new card, and kind of, oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I think this is the only new card that added 1. Yeah, and there were 6 in the base game. So there were 16 dungeon cards, and 6 of them had 1 strength on it. And then I added 8 new cards, but only 1 of them had an extra strength on it. So it just made the enemies feel kind of weak in comparison to the base game. So I'm adding 1 more strength to the gem pawn card, and that ought to bump it up a little bit. So it'll go to 8. So that way it'll be 8 out of 24 cards. So it'll still be around that like 33% mark chance to get 1 strength added to an enemy, essentially. So that's a bit back to normal. And then the other card that I changed, a simple change, is for Hag's Hut. I must have goofed up on this one. I added 8 new cards, 8 new resolution cards to the expansion, and there should be 2 of each symbol for the events. There should be 2 green circles, 2 yellow triangles, 2 red diamonds, and then 2 purple stars. And I accidentally only put 1 red diamond and put 3 yellow triangles. And so in the newer version, in the final version of the game that you guys are going to get in the crowd sale, the Hag's Hut event is going to be a red diamond. event instead of a yellow triangle. So that's been fixed. So that doesn't increase the difficulty or anything. That's just a little amendment that I had to make to fix that. And then lastly, there is a weapon in here that I have been going back and forth about. You may be surprised about it. It's the dagger of all weapons. So the dagger in its current form is way better than I had anticipated. I play tested it and it's too good. It's too good, especially for a common item. Even as an uncommon, it would be really good. So it does 1, 2, or 2 damage, which is, you know, fairly benign on the surface. But then it says when you inflict damage to an enemy with this weapon, ignore the enemy's toughness. Yeah, and I believe I mentioned this in my last video, actually. It's too good, guys. It is way too good. You can, like, hit an enemy, you can spend all 3 stamina, and then you add your strength to it, and you just ignore their toughness. So even if you're fighting, like, a demon or a troll or an orc, and they've got, like, a boatload of toughness that normally you'd have to hit them a few times, you know, or at least a couple times to kill them, with the dagger, you just ignore all their toughness, and you just, like, one-shot them. Like, it's like a rare weapon. It's ridiculous. It's way too good. So I had nerfed it to make it 0, 1, and 2, but then kept the same effect. Turns out it was still too good. And so I've changed it back to where it's going to be 1, 2, and 2. But now instead of saying when you inflict damage to an enemy with this weapon, ignore the enemy's toughness, it's going to say when you roll a 6 to inflict damage, ignore the enemy's toughness. So you're only going to get that effect when you roll a 6, which is still going to be really good. But now it puts it more down on that common level where I want it. And it's a dagger, right? It shouldn't be some crazy weapon like the Ember Blade or Frost Blade or something where you're just like destroying orcs and trolls and stuff in one hit. So that's going to be changed in the final version. And I think that's it. I think that's all I've changed. Everything else has remained the same. And it feels good. The game is feeling good since I made those changes. So in today's playthrough, if this Hag's Hut comes up, I'm going to treat it as though it is the red diamond right here for the event. And if the Gem Pond card, the one that has all 4 zeros, it's the only one in the deck that had all 4 zeros. If that gets dealt to an enemy as a modifier, I'm going to treat it as if it has 1 strength instead. So hopefully I will remember to do that. And I believe that is it. And of course, I will treat the snake as though he's got 3 armor class instead of 2. So yeah, just a quick little note on that before we jump into the playthrough. We're playing as a dark elf and a blood mage, dude. I've been really digging this class. I've played it a few times, so I wanted to show you guys what it's like. So we got the dark elf over here set up at 20 health and 7 stamina. He's got 0 and 8 toughness, 2 strength. He's really strong. 4 speed. He's relatively speedy. He's got 10 fear threshold. He's not afraid of anything. He's a dark elf, dude. He's fine with lurking around in the darkness. But he goes in with no food and no gold. He's kind of a vagabond. He doesn't really have much to his name. But he does have this charm right here, which says, you may discard this card to reduce the amount of fear inflicted to you by an enemy to 0. So on top of his 10 fear threshold, he also has a charm. So he's fantastic against fear. You pretty much don't have to worry about fear mostly as a dark elf. I think out of all the characters, he's the most immune to fear, if you want to put it that way. And then we're playing as a blood mage. We're going to start with the staff, which gives us 1, 2, and 2 for our damage, and the shawl, which is going to give us 1 toughness. It's going to add 1 to our armor class, so we're going to go from 3 up to 4. And it's got 3 durability right here, so we've got a 3 on it. Cool. And then the Blood Mage's skills. The first skill that we have here is Masochist. Once per battle, when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP, you gain 1 strength until the end of combat. So that's super good. If we take any damage, then we're going to get +1 strength until the end of that combat and deal more damage. Then we've got Purge. When we hit 12 XP, you may spend 1 HP to reduce your poison or fear by 1. So that's a cool thing about the Blood Mage. Rather than spending stamina like most of the other classes, you spend your HP, because it is a blood mage after all. So they sacrifice their own blood, their own HP, and you could reduce your poison or fear by 1. You could do that as many times as you want. And then our last third skill is Siphon. When we hit 19 XP, once per battle, you may spend 2 HP, again, HP, not XP. You may spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. So it's really, really good. So it's kind of like 3 damage in a way, because you're taking 2, but you are dealing 5. So it's like a 3 damage swing. But yeah, that could be like really, really clutch, especially against a boss. If you've got the health to spare, you can just hit them for 5, ignore their toughness, and knock them out. Cool. So that is our character. We're going to go ahead and shuffle up the dungeon deck here, and we're going to head into the dungeon. And once again, guys, if you like what you see in today's video and you want to pick up your own copy of the game, the crowd sale is going to be on thegamecrafter.com, and it starts on June 19th and runs till July 3rd. So by the time this video releases, the crowd sale is most likely already underway. So feel free to head over there and snag a copy of the game, this awesome game mat right here, and the base game of Crypt Crawler if you don't already have it. And again, you need the base game in order to play this expansion Crypt Crawler quest. Also, for anyone who has the original game mat and you don't want to get another mat, don't fret, you don't have to. The original mat will work with it. This new mat just has an updated inventory, and it has some slots for your talisman and the quests, but you can get crafty if you have the original mat. There's like some space over on the left side of the mat, empty space, that you could use to put all your quests and stuff. So you don't need the mat, but if you want it, it is there for those who want it. Cool. All right, we got all our stats set up. We're ready to go. We're going to put level 1 down this way, and we're going to head into Crypt Crawler quest, dudes. Let's go. Put that right there. Okay, we're going to take our first step into level 1 of the dungeon as the Dark Elf Blood Mage into a green circle room. What do we got? A hag and a gem pond and a shop. Okay, well, we're not too worried about the shop, but you know what? The hag will give us some common loot, and will also give us a fragment, a soul fragment. So let's go ahead and fight the hag. And ooh, she got a speed boost, so she's going to attack first. Let's grab a couple dice. Okay, so she's going to attack. Of course, the black is to hit, the red is to damage. She needs a 4 or better to hit us. And she hits us, and she does 2. So she's going to burn us for 1. So we take 1 burn, and then on our turn, we're going to take that 1 burn damage, and it ignores our toughness. And we remove the burn. Okay, we're going to attack. We need a 2 or better to hit. Oh my god, there we go, guys. That's a good way to start. 2 plus 2 is 4. She's got no toughness, 5 health. You know what? I'm going to spend 1, bump it up to 5, and we're going to take her down, dude. We're going to gain 1 XP, first XP of the round. Let's go. We gain 1 soul fragment, no gold, and we're going to get a common. And it is 12. What is that? It's so cool that there's so much loot now, dude. Every time I roll, even though I made the game, I'm like, ooh, what is it? Like, I don't remember what everything is yet. I don't have all of them memorized. Some of them I do. Okay, so we picked up a chain. It does 1, 2, and 4 damage. And it says when you resolve the well event, you may choose the outcome. So if we find the card that's got the well, we can connect this chain to the bucket next to the well and lower it down and pull out whatever we want. That's how I like to think of it anyway. Okay, cool. And then there is a still pond filled with colorful magic gems. You may spend 1 stamina to mine a gem. Okay, so we can either heal. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. This event actually changed a little bit. So on this version of the card, if you roll a 1, 2, or a 3, you get plus 3 HP. On the new version, you're going to get plus 2 HP. So I nerfed it a little bit. If you roll a 4 or 5, you reduce your poison by 2. That stayed the same. And then if you roll a 6 on this version, you reduce your fear by 3. But on the new version, you're going to reduce your fear by 2. So the HP and the fear got brought down. So they're all going to say 2 now. You either gain 2 HP, subtract 2 poison, or subtract 2 fear. In this case, we don't have any fear or any poison, and we're only missing 1 health, so I don't want to spend a stamina for the 33% chance to heal. So we're good there. Then there is a shop, but we don't have any gold anyway, so we're going to go ahead and peace out. And I'm going to spend a step and move over into another green circle room as we creep through the darkness in the dungeon. What do we find? A zombie roaming around in the darkness, just moaning, bumping into the walls. Do we want to fight this guy? He's not going to give us any soul fragments. No, if we really needed oil, I would probably fight him because he would drop a loot pouch and we might get oil, but I'm not going to bother fighting him. I'm not going to bother fighting him. So I'm going to push my luck. Let's push our luck into an ooze. Okay, so we've got an ooze here. Okay, so let's go ahead and give him 1 modifier. He's got 3 speed, so we are faster. We're going to attack. We missed. We needed 2 or better. We would have hit the crap out of him, too. Okay, he attacks. He hits us for 1 poison. So it's going to go here on 7, since we start with 7 stamina. This Dark Elf stamina is a little low, but he's got a crap ton of health and crazy fear threshold, and he's strong. Okay, we're going to retaliate. We hit, and we do max damage. So 4 plus 2 is 6, and it's got 6 health, and we one-shot the ooze. Let's go. It goes splattering all over the wall. We get an XP, we get a fragment, we get a gold, and we get a common loot. And it is 7. I believe that's the staff. Yeah, the staff. It's 1, 2, and 3 damage, so not as powerful as the chain. Once per dungeon level, you may move without increasing the footstep tracker. If I didn't have such a high fear threshold, I would probably swap that with the chain, to be honest with you, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. We're just going to leave it as it is. Okay, we're going to hang on to the chain, and I believe that is it. Yeah, that's it for the ooze right there. All right. Let's go ahead and spend another step, and we're going to go... Do I want to go to this red room? I don't know if I want to go to the red room. We got a lot of oil. Let's do it. We're going to go to the red room. Decisions. We're going to go check out this little room over here. And we find oil. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's do it. We're going to pick up the oil. And then darkness envelops the room. A glowing apparition appears before your eyes, ready for battle. Okay, we roll 6. A ghost. Dang it, dude. That's the hardest one. That is the hardest one. Okay, we've got a ghost here. Hey, at least the Dark Elf has really high fear threshold. And we're only on level 1, so that's good. Okay, the ghost is very fast with the speed of 6. He gets to attack first. And he hits. He's going to do 1 fear and 1 damage. So we're going to block the 1 damage on our shawl. And then he's going to do 1 fear. Okay, we're going to retaliate. We need 3 or better to hit him. He's got 7 HP. Okay, we did hit, and we roll a 4. So 2 plus 2 is 4. And you know what? I'm going to spend 3 stamina. 1, 2, 3. And bump it up to 7. And we're going to one-shot the ghost. We gain 3 XP. We go up to 5. So we unlocked our first skill, which is a passive skill, Masochist. Once per battle, when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP, you gain 1 strength until the end of combat. And then we're going to gain 2 fragments. We're going to gain no gold. Man, we're not gaining any gold. And then we're going to get a loot chest. 6. And we get another soul fragment. Let's go, guys. We're up to 5. So now we just need to find a shrine. That's crazy. We're only 3 rooms in. That was really good. We got 3 fragments just off of this one encounter right here. Insane. Cool. And then there's a quest in the room. Let's go. So, of course, that's the new fun thing, or one of the new fun things. There's so many new fun things in this, but it's a new fun mechanic in this expansion, are the quests. Let's see what we get here. Ransack. Resolve the campsite or the hag's hut. Okay, guys, we got to keep our eyes peeled for the campsite and the hag's hut. All right. And that is it. That is it. Put that back over that way. Okay, now we got to backtrack a little bit to get out of here. So I'm going to spend 2, and we're going to go 1, 2 to this yellow triangle room. And an uncommon loot and a blood altar. Yes, dude. Let's go. Uncommon loot, 15. What is that? 15. A wizard's hat, dude. Let's go. We got the wizard hat. Nice. So we'll put that on our noggin. It gives us 1 toughness. It's got 5 durability. And it says, increase the amount of burn you inflict to enemies by 1. Okay, we don't have any weapons that burn right now, but if we pick one up before our hat breaks, we're going to do some extra burn damage. And then there's a blood altar. So I'm going to sacrifice 1 HP, and we're going to have interacted with 1 blood altar. So we'll put that right there. Cool, guys. Okay, looking pretty good so far. We're still pretty healthy. We do have some poison, and we're running a little low on stamina. We've got no food, no money, basically. 1 gold. But everything else, we're doing okay. We've got 5 fragments. That's good. We just need to find a shrine. So let's take a step, go over into this yellow triangle room, and there's a shrine. There's an orc guarding it, but there's a shrine, so we're going to do it. We are going to do it. We're going to fight this orc. It's only a level 1 orc. How hard could it be? He's very slow, so we get to attack first. We need 3 or better to hit him. And we do double 6s. Let's go. 4 plus 2 is 6, minus 1 is 5, and I'm going to spend 1 stamina, bump it up to 6 since he's got 6 HP. One-shotted an orc with a chain. Let's freaking go, guys. We sneak up behind him and choke him out with the chain. So we go up to 8 XP. We need 12 to get Purge. We would get 2 fragments, but we're maxed out. We get 2 gold, so that's something. And we get an uncommon loot, dudes. So much loot already. 10. What is that? So on the other side of the dagger, is it the halberd? It's the crossbow. Dude, I'm dropping the chain. We're picking up the freaking crossbow, guys. Oh my god, what an upgrade. What a sick upgrade. Okay. It's a good thing he didn't see us, dude. He would have put a bolt between our eyes. It does 3, 3, and 4. When you roll a 6 to inflict damage, ignore the enemy's toughness. Really, really good. It's basically what the new dagger does now. Okay, cool. We took down the orc, and there's a shrine in the room. I'm going to combine all 5 of the fragments, boys, and we're going to get ourselves a soul crystal. The first one of the game. We haven't even left level 1 yet. Let's go. Mix them up. What do we get? Red. Okay, we got the ruby soul crystal right there. Nice. 2 more. We're getting to the boss. We can scoop up the key. Nice, dude. We got a soul crystal. Got a crossbow. We got gold. We got to pick up the key. Let's freaking go. We need to move 2 to go over this way. Bloop, bloop, into this green circle room. We got to keep our eyes peeled again for the campsite and the hag's hut. We got to look out for that. Are those gone? Didn't we see the hag's hut earlier? There's the campsite. Okay, no, we haven't seen the hag's hut yet, but the campsite is gone so far. Okay, we moved into, what was it? A green room? A common loot remains in a shop. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's pick up this loot. What is on the floor? What do we see? 6. That is a mace from the base game. And we don't want that, dude. We're going to hang on to the crossbow. We're going to hang on to the crossbow. And strewn across the dungeon floor are the remains of a slaughtered human. Let's roll 2. +2 fear. We can handle it, dude. We're a dark elf. We're not scared. We are not scared. And there's a shop. It is a green shop, right? Yeah, a green shop. We're going to spend 2 to get rid of this poison. So that is gone. And I'm going to spend 1 gold to buy this +1 health potion and go back up to 19. Nice. Okay, cool. And then we're going to take a step. Our lantern's about halfway out. We're going to unlock the door and leave level 1 and head down to level 2. Nice. Okay, cool. Really, really good that we got a soul crystal on level 1. It's always good to pick up at least 1 early on. Okay, let's put a key in here. Because the deeper we get, the gnarlier it's going to get, man. The enemies are just going to get tougher. So we're going to go into here, into this green circle room, and see what we've got. We got a food, a gold, and a shrine. I definitely want the food and the gold, so we're going to snag that. We're going to take another step. We're going to go into this green room. What do we find? A rat, a food, and a shop. Sounds good to me, dude. Let's go ahead and do it. Rats are fairly easy. And we're only on level 2. Okay, he's probably going to be quick, though. Yep, he's fast. So the rat is going to attack first. He needs 3 or 4 or better to hit us because we got that shawl, dude. He hits the crap out of us, dude. No way. So 3 damage. We're going to block 1 here on the wizard's hat. It's going to drop it down to 4 durability. We're going to drop 1 on the shawl, drop it down to 1 durability. And there's 1 left over, and we don't have any innate toughness on the Dark Elf, so we're going to take 1 damage. That procs our Masochist. Once per battle, when an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces your HP, you gain 1 strength until the end of the combat. So we've got 3 strength right now. We're going to attack the rat. We need 2 or better. We hit him. 4, so we're doing 3 plus 3 is 6. Minus 1 is 5, and he's got 5 health, and we killed him. Dude, Masochist paid off. It saved us from having to spend a stamina. So we're going to gain 1 XP, 1 soul fragment, no gold, and a loot pouch. And the loot pouch has oil in it. Dude, let's freaking go. That's so lucky. Amazing. We rolled a 6 to get that oil from the loot pouch. Okay, there's also a food in the room that the rat was chowing on, so we're going to scoop that up. And there is a little merchant shop set up deep down in the dungeon. We're going to give him 1 gold, and he's going to give us his last health potion. It's fairly weak. He's not very good at creating potions, it seems like, but, you know, it does the job. It did something at least. We're feeling a little bit better. Okay, and did we pass up the hag's hut by any chance just then? No, we still haven't seen the hag's hut. Keeping an eye out for the hag's hut for this ransack quest. By the way, if we complete this ransack quest, if we roll a 1, 2, or 3, we can get a loot chest. A 4 or 5 will give us a rare loot, and a 6 will give us a talisman. 6 will always give you a talisman no matter what your quest is. But dude, a rare loot? That could be insane. That could be really, really good. Okay, let's go ahead and spend a movement, and we're going to go. Do I want to loop all the way around? This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we would leave for 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and leave for 7. I think it's the same either way. Okay, we're going to loop all the way around then. I'm going to go this way. We're going to go into this yellow triangle room. A food and a quest. Dude, let's do it. Let's pick up this food, and we're going to get a second quest, guys. Let's go. It says Crypt Crawler quest. We need to get as many quests as we can. What do we get? Treasure hunt. Resolve the gem pond or stash. Okay. It's another couple of events that we got to keep our eyes out for. So now we're looking for the campsite, the hag's hut, the gem pond, and the stash. That's a lot. Okay, before we move on, I'm going to eat all 3 of my food, and I'm going to gain 3 stamina and go from 2 back up to 5. Nice. Let's spend a step and go down into this green circle room. And got +2 poison and an ooze. I'm going to push my luck. A card's always risky because it almost always makes you push your luck. Not always. You don't have to, but Into an orc and a shrine. Okay, and an altar. We're not going to be able to use the shrine because we're not going to have enough soul fragments. But hey, there's an altar after. We might be able to get some of this fear off of us. That would be good. And heal up a little bit after this confrontation with this orc. He's very slow at 2 speed, so we get to attack first. We need 3 or better. We hit him. We're dealing 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 2 is 3, and he's got 5 health. So you know what? I'm going to spend 2 and kill him in one shot. And we're going to gain 3 XP and go from 9 up to 12. So we unlock Purge. It's an activated skill. You may spend 1 HP to reduce your poison or fear by 1. Okay, and then we're going to gain 2 soul fragments, 2 gold, and an uncommon loot. What do we get? A 6. I believe that's an axe. It's on the other side of the mace. It's from the OG game. Do we want that over the crossbow? It does a little less damage, but it's one-handed, which means that we'd be able to hold a shield if we pick it up. Ooh, this is actually a tough decision. We're dealing a lot. We're going to deal more damage with this, but yeah, that's the trade-off, is that we can't hold a shield. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to bank on not getting a shield. I played a game last night, and I think I had the crossbow. I had some kind of two-handed weapon, and the drops that I got from 3 enemies in a row were the buckler, the spiked buckler, and the shield. No joke. Literally all 3 in a row. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I didn't pick up any of them, of course. I just kept the weapon that I had, but yeah, man. All right. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. So that was the orc that we pushed into. And then a small altar surrounded by lotus petals sits in the center of the room. Kneel and say a prayer. Okay, don't mind if I do. Let's kneel and say a prayer. 5 plus 2 HP, -1 fear. So we're going to heal all the way back up to full. And then -1 fear. And then there's that shrine, but we don't have enough to interact with it. Dude, we're doing really well right now. We're at full health. That is insane. That is insane. Okay, let's go ahead and take a step into this yellow triangle room. And let's see what we get. And what was that? That was the altar. We're not looking for that, right? No, we're not looking for that. Yellow triangle room. Yeah, we got a zombie. The hag's hut. Yes, there's a zombie in the hag. Okay, okay. And an anvil, a new thing. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to fight this zombie and this hag that are hanging out by the hag's hut. Wonder if the zombie was like the hag's husband or something, and she reanimated him. So we're going to put this here. We're going to shuffle up the dungeon deck. We still have our shawl. Dude, we're doing really well. I feel like we've barely been hit at all. This is insane. We've already got a soul crystal, and we're like halfway to the second one, and we're at full health, and we still have our starting armor. That's insane. Let's shuffle up. I'm used to playing Crypt Crawler, and like I'll fight a rat as the first enemy, and he like breaks my starting armor. Like that's typically what happens. I'm getting really lucky this game. Okay. There we go. Good enough. So he's going to get 2 modifiers here on level 2. And he's got 2 speed, so we are faster. Oh my god, he's got 3 strength, dudes. And 5. We got to kill this thing before it can hit us. We need 2 or better. Oh my god, double 6s, dude. 4 damage. We ignore his toughness when we roll a 6, but he doesn't have any. And then +2 is 6, and he's got 5 health, and he's dead. Oh my god, dude. We gain 1 XP. No soul fragments, 1 gold, and a loot pouch. What do we want? A potion or a common loot would be good. 4, a potion. It is. A fear elixir would be good. We want a 2. A 3. Ooh, a speed potion. I'll take that too. Take a speed potion. Okay. There we go. Very good. Okay, that's it for the zombie. And then there's a hag as well. Place that there. Let's grab out the hag. There she is. And we're going to get 2 modifiers for her. Okay, she's got 4 speed, so she's just a little bit faster than us. She's got the same speed, but enemies always attack first if they have the same speed. She needs 4 or better. She misses. The shawl is doing work, guys. It's the shawl keeping us alive. We attack. We need 2 or better. We hit. For 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. And she's got 3 health remaining. I'm not going to spend any of my stamina on her. She's going to retaliate. She misses. Dude, let's go. How does it feel, game, to lose 50-50s? We hit. 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 1 is 4, and she's dead. Dude, we are crushing Crypt Crawler quest right now. We gain 1 XP. We gain 1 soul fragment, no gold, and a common loot. What does the hag have on her, dude? 15? I think that's quilted armor. I think. Am I learning, guys? Is that quilted armor? You know what? We have 15. We got the wizard's hat. Is it quilted armor? It's the bone helm. Reduce the amount of fear inflicted to you by enemies and resolution cards by 1. That is cool, but we've still got 4 durability on this. Ooh, do we want that? No, you know what? I'm going to keep this. We got more durability on this. This is going to save us 1 extra hit point. I'm not worried about fear as the dark elf. We better not lose to fear. I freaking swear, dude. Okay, so, we took down the hag. And then, oh, you know what I just realized, guys? The Hag's Hut is going to, I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. The Hag's Hut is going to be a red diamond event. It's not the yellow triangle on the final card, the final version of the card. So we don't get to go there. Dang it. And I did say I was going to play it as the red diamond. Dang it, dude. I goofed up. Okay. So we still get to go to the anvil, though. And I'm going to spend 1 and repair. I'm going to repair the shawl. Yeah, so I'm going to spend 2 gold and repair it all the way up to 3. You can repair one item, 1 piece of armor at an anvil, and for each gold that you spend, you increase the durability by that amount up to its maximum, of course. So 3 is as high as it goes. So yeah, okay, that wasn't for nothing. That was still really good because this is giving us 1 to our armor class. That shawl is insane, dude. I feel like that's what's keeping us at like max health right now. We're getting really, really lucky. Okay, we're going to move on. Let's take a step. It would have been nice, though, to complete that ransack quest. We're going to move into this red diamond room with the key. There's a giant ooze, and there's a blood altar. I really want to go to the blood altar. We're going to do it, guys. I really want to go to that blood altar. So there's going to be a giant ooze. And that's on the other side of the hag, I believe. Yeah, on the other side of the hag. The dark side of the hag. So we're going to get 2 modifiers. It is very, very slow. We attack first. We need 3 or better. Ooh, we missed. Do I want to spend a lucky coin? I think I'm good. I'm going to spend a lucky coin and bump this up to a 3. So we're hitting for 6. So 4, and with the crossbow, since we rolled a 6 to inflict damage, we ignored the toughness. So we ignored that 1 toughness. So 4 plus 2 is 6. It's got 7 health. I'm going to spend 1, and bam, dude, we one-shot it with a bolt from the crossbow. Green ooze goes splattering all over the place. We gain 3 XP and go up to 17. 2 more and we unlock Siphon. We get 2 soul fragments, so we're up to max. We get 1 gold, and we get an uncommon loot. Guys, we're steamrolling the game right now. 9. What is that? 9. A wand. A wand with the wizard hat? Dude, do we do it? Or do we keep the crossbow? The burn could get crazy out of control. Dude, I kind of want to try it. Dude, blast me in the comments. Dude. Yeah. I hope I don't regret this. This also frees up our other hand, too. The crossbow is insane. I mean, it is really, really good. It's like a 2-handed longsword, basically, that if you roll a 6, you ignore toughness. So, I really want to try this while we have the wizard hat, though. This is going to be crazy, dude. Okay. This is potentially going to be crazy. So that was the giant ooze. There's also the blood altar. So we sacrifice 1 of our 20 HP that we have and tick that up to a 2. We are rocking and freaking rolling. We're going to pick up the key, and then we got to go 1, 2, 1, 2 to go over here to the door. And then we've got to spend 1 to unlock it and head down to level 3. Wow. Okay. That was cool, man. That was cool getting to pick up the wand. We're going down to level 3. Set this up. We'll put our lantern right there. We'll put the key over here. Really digging this little lantern meeple too, guys. Really, really neat. Fits the vibe of the game perfectly. Okay, we're going to move in 1 to this green room. And this is going to come in Crypt Crawler Quest. You're going to get this little lantern as an alternate meeple. You still have this little meeple right here, which is just hanging out over here. But yeah, if you want to use the lantern, you can use that. So green room. I didn't flip one just now, did I? I don't think I did. We're going to go ahead and flip one. +2 poison and an ooze. No, I really want to find a shrine. How many shrines have we seen? 1, 2. There's 4 left. We got good chances here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we didn't get it. There's a hag and a shop. All right, so another hag. This one is tougher than the one we fought on the last level with that zombie. Okay, she's speedy, dude. She's got 5 speed. She attacks first. She misses. She needed 4 or better. We need 2 or better to hit. We hit for 5, so 2 burn, plus another burn. Increase the amount of burn you inflict to enemies by 1. So this would be 3 burn plus 2 damage. She's got no toughness. So we hit her for 2. She goes down to 5. Okay, I'm not going to spend any stamina. We're going to burn her for 3. It's her turn. She's going to take 3 burn and go down to 2. And take the burn down to 2. And we don't even have to do anything. The burn is going to take care of her even if we miss her, dude. Burn is so good. She's going to attack. She does hit. She's going to burn us for 1. We didn't draw the camp or the gem pond card. It's over here, the one with the 4 zeros. I got to keep that in mind too because that's supposed to be a 1, but we're good now. So she's going to burn us for 1. We're going to take the 1 burn, then on our turn, we're going to lose a health. We're no longer burned. And we're going to swing at her just because. And we missed. Perfect. And she goes and takes 2 burn, and she's dead. Let's go, guys. It's not perfect that we missed, but it's perfect that we missed and she had 2 burn on her to take her down. Burn is so freaking good. So we're going to gain 1 XP. We're 1 away from Siphon. We would gain a soul fragment, but we're maxed out. We really need to find a soul shrine. No gold and a common loot. We haven't gotten much gold this game. 14. I think that's some kind of armor. Let's see. What is 14? Spike buckler. See, dude? See? It paid. I was questioning, man. That was a tough decision whether or not to drop the crossbow for a second there, but it paid off because it opened up our other hand. It freed our offhand. So we've got 2 toughness, 2 durability. When an enemy inflicts damage to you and reduces the durability of this armor, inflict 1 damage to the enemy, ignoring their toughness. Super, super good. That was the hag, right? Yeah, and then there's a gem pond. There's a still pond filled with colorful magic gems. You may spend 1 stamina to mine a gem. You know, we could get that 2 fear off of us, and we could heal. I just hope we don't get the -2 poison. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to spend 1 stamina, and we're going to mine a gem. We're going to work hard. We rolled a 1, and it says plus 3 HP, but again, that's updated on the new version, so it's going to be plus 2 HP. So we're going to go up to 20. Either way, we would have went back up to 20. And there's a shop, and we're in a green room. And we've only got 2 gold. We don't have any poison on us. We're at full health. We need 3 gold to buy food, so we're good there. Nothing else to do there. Okay, we need to find a shrine, dude, and get our second soul crystal. We did so well. We got that first soul crystal on level 1. Then we went all the way through level 3, or level 2. Didn't find any shrines. Made it down to level 3, and we're still searching for a shrine. Albeit we are only in the first room. So, ooh, you know what? I'm going to go over this way. I'm not going to go down because we're running really low on oil. So we're moving into a red diamond room. 2 golds and an ambush. No, I'm going to push my luck. I see you lurking in the shadows. An ooze. Oh, no. Okay, there could be some poison coming our way. Hopefully he doesn't have too much toughness or health. He got toughness and health. He's got 6 health, 1 toughness, no strength, 3 speed. We are faster. Can we burn him down? Dude, I'm getting so lucky. My rolls are insane. I don't know what's going on. This is like the luckiest I've ever been in my life. Okay, so 5. So we're doing 2 burn plus another burn from the wizard hat. That's so cool, dude. So 3 burn and then 2 damage. -1 is 1. So he's got 6 HP. That's going to bring him down to 5. Okay, that's going to bring him down to 5. And then we're burning him for 3. And then on his turn, he's going to take 3 damage and go down to 2. And we'll tick this down to 2. Okay, and then the ooze is going to attack. Oh, man. 3 poison. Holy crap. So it starts at 7 since we've got 7 durability. So 7, 6, 5. Oof, man. If that reaches 0, we lose. We die from poison. Okay, we're going to attack even though we don't need to because he's going to die to burn. We do hit him for 1 plus 2 is 3. -1 is 2, and he is dead, man. We smack him with the wand while he is on fire to finish him off. We gain 1 XP, and we go up to 19 XP, so we unlock Siphon. It's an activated ability. Once per battle, you may spend 2 HP to inflict 5 damage to an enemy, ignoring their toughness. So we've got all 3 of our skills. We're a fully maxed out, leveled up blood mage now. We also get, we would get 1 fragment, but we're maxed out. We get a gold. Finally, something drops some gold for us. And we get a common loot. What is it? A 3, the club. You ain't gonna find me in the club, dude. We're gonna use the wand. All right, and was that it? Yep, that was it for that one. Nice. Cool, guys. Okay, we're gonna spend a step, and oh man, it's getting creepy in here. Our lantern's about to burn out. We're gonna go over here into this yellow triangle room, which we got a good chance of getting oil here. I could have went down to this red room and got the key. I want to go into this room because I know yellow rooms typically have oil. Watch it be a red room with oil. Okay, it's neither. A spider, a food, and a shop. Now I'm going to push my luck. Oof. Okay, into 2 gold. Well, we finally got some gold. There's a shrine here, but you hear a sudden clicking sound. A dart flies at you from the mouth of a gargoyle statue. Okay. We rolled a 3. Negative 1 HP and +1 poison. So I'm going to block it, the 1 damage with the hat, the wizard hat. And then +1 poison. Oof, man. Yeah, the dark elf, he's not very susceptible to fear, but he's pretty immune to poison because his stamina is so low. And then there's a shrine. So I'm going to spend all 5 of these fragments, and we're going to get a soul crystal. Let's see what it is. The blue soul crystal. So we got red and blue. Uh-oh, we're going to fight the dragon? What's going on here? Old school boss fight in this one, dudes? Maybe. We'll see. We're going to spend... Ooh. We're going to flip our lantern. It is burned out, dude. He's just roaming around in the dark. We're going to spend a fear and go into this green circle room. We got food. No, I'm sorry. It's a banshee because we're in the dark. That doesn't sound like something I want to deal with. You know what I mean? So I'm going to push my luck and hope that I push into oil. No, into a dragonkin and a shop. Okay, a dragonkin. What room are we in? A green room. Ugh, that's no good, dude. We need a red room to buy oil. If only we were 1 room over, we'd be able to buy oil from the shop. Oh, the dragonkin drops oil. Psh, what am I talking about, bro? This is perfect. Okay, amazing. We did push into oil. We just got to kill the dragonkin to get it. Nice. Okay, we'll shuffle it up. And we're on level 3. So this dude's going to get 3 modifier cards. We're still going to look out for these things, guys. Have we not? We did resolve the gem pond. I'm a goofball. Guys, we resolved the gem pond, and I forgot that I had the treasure hunt. We're gonna roll for this now. We did do the gem pond, right? Yeah. And then I healed. Okay. You got to resolve the gem pond of stash. I completely forgot about this. Let's go ahead and roll. 6. Dude, we got a talisman. Oh my god, I'm so glad I remembered. Okay, so we're going to flip these over to the quest side face up, shuffle them, and we're going to get a talisman, and it is accurate talisman. Okay. Let's see what we got here, guys. So this would increase our maximum health threshold by 1, but we already have max health with the dark elf at 20, so it doesn't go any higher. Dude, we get +1 strength, guys. We've got 3 strength, and we would get +1 to our maximum fear threshold, but again, we're at 10. We're already maxed out, so health can't go above 20, and fear threshold can't go above 10. So we kind of miss out on those 2, but that's okay, dude. +1 strength, and once per battle, you may add 1 to your roll when rolling to hit an enemy. So we can add 1 to our black die when rolling to hit an enemy. It's basically like spending a lucky coin to add 1 to it once per battle. Dude, that's so freaking good. We got crazy accuracy now, guys. That's amazing. Okay, and then the treasure hunt card goes back over here. And we'll put those back over that way. Let's go, guys. Okay, I'm so glad I halfway kind of remembered that eventually. Okay, so this dragonkin, that's going to help going into this fight. This dragonkin is going to get 3 modifiers. He's got 4 speed, so he is going to be a little quicker. He's going to attack first, and he needs 4 or better. He hits us. Finally, something actually manages to hit us. He's got 1 + 1 is 2 damage. We're going to block. You know what? I'm going to block it on the buckler for 2. And since it reduced the durability, it's going to deal 1 damage to him, ignoring his toughness. So he's got 10 health, so he just went down to 9. Like so. Okay, that's a lot of health. This guy's pretty hardy. And he's got 2 toughness. My goodness. Okay, we get to attack. Hopefully we can just burn this guy and get through his toughness. Is there anything else I want to do here? We could have used our speed potion to attack first, but I did. It's okay, we'll save it. Let's go ahead and attack. We need 3 or better. We hit him, we rolled a 4. Dude, we're getting so lucky. So 2 burn, plus another burn from the wizard hat is 3 burn. Plus we get a strength here, so we've got 3 strength. Minus his 2 toughness. I'm going to add 1 to it to hit him for 2 to drop him down to 7. And then we're hitting him for 3 burn. And then on his turn, he's going to take 3 burn. So he's going to go from 7 down to 4. And we'll tick this down to 2. Dude, this is so fun. Let's go. The dragonkin attacks. He freaking hits. Oh no, he burns us back. He burns 2 and does 1 damage. I'm going to block the 1 on the wizard hat. Oof. And then he burns us 2. Okay. We're both just set ablaze. We take 2 burn damage. And tick this down to a 1. Okay, and we need to take him out right here, guys. Let's see if we can do it. We need 3 or better. We got it. 5, dude. 2 burn plus another burn. Plus our 3 strength minus 2 is 1, so he goes down to 3. And then we burn him for 3 more. So, dude, he's 5 burn. And then it's his turn. He takes 5 burn and dies. Dude, let's go. Picking up the wand was the best decision of my life. Okay, we get 3 XP. We get, oh, you know what? Did I forget to use Masochist that fight? It's okay. It is what it is. I might have, I don't remember. I'm not worried about it. We're going to gain 2 soul fragments. We're going to get 1 gold. And most importantly, we get an oil flask off of him and we relight our lantern. We fill it up and boom, got a flame back in our lantern. We can remove this burn damage since the combat is over. Didn't make it back to our turn, so we don't take any damage from that. And that is it. There's also a shop and we're in a green room. So I'm going to spend 1, 2 to remove 1 poison with this poison antidote. And then I'm going to spend 1 to heal 1. And then I'm going to spend 3 to buy this +2 food. Like so. Nice. And then before we move on to the next room, I'm going to eat my 2 food to gain 2 stamina and go up to 2. Dude, we are killing it. We're at 19 health on level 3. This is crazy. We're going to move into this red diamond room with the key. Oil. There's another quest. There's an apparition. Dude, I kind of want to do it. I want to get the quest. Or do we try to look for the campsite or the hag site? Ooh, I don't know. Dude, there's so many yellow triangle events right there. That's crazy. I kind of want to get the quest, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to snag the oil and darkness envelops the room. A glowing apparition appears before your eyes, ready for battle. 6. Another ghost. You got to be kidding me. No way, dude. Okay, this ghost is going to be way gnarlier. At least we got the charm that we can use to prevent fear from an enemy. Reduce it to 0. Okay, he's very fast with 7 speed. He's got no toughness, 1 strength, and 7 health. He's going to attack... Oh, actually, this is the all 0 card. So, again, this is going to be actually 1 strength. So he's got 2 strength. Okay, the ghost is going to attack first. It'll be nice when I get the updated version of the game. He misses. Let's freaking go. Good thing, too, because he rolled a 6 to deal damage. Okay, we're going to attack. Yeah, I got to remember, too, that once per battle, I can add 1 to my roll when rolling a hidden enemy. So let's go ahead and roll. Oh, we missed. We need 3 or better. Okay, the ghost is going to roll. Ghost attacks. He misses. Dude, this shawl, I don't know how we still have that. On level 3, we still have our starting gear. And because we found the anvil, we were able to bump it back up to 3. That's crazy. Okay, we missed. We're just both whiffing back and forth. The ghost is going to retaliate. He hits for 1. So he's going to do 1 fear. And he's going to do 2 damage. So I'm going to block it on the spiked buckler. So we're going to lose the buckler, but that's going to deal 1 damage to him and bring him down to 6. Like so. Okay, and then this is going to go back in the deck. Okay, we're going to attack. We're going to retaliate here. We completely missed. Dude, uh-oh, not like this. Not like this. The ghost attacks. Oof, he hits for 2 fear and 2. Okay, we're going to block 1 on the wizard hat. It's going to go down to 1. No, I don't want to lose my wizard hat. We're going to block another one on the shawl. And we're going to take 2 fear. I think I'm going to use the charm. Yeah, you may discard this card to reduce the amount of fear inflicted to you by an enemy to 0. So we're going to take 0 fear instead. We're going to retaliate here. Okay, we hit him finally. We do 2 burn, so 3 burn. And then we've got 3 strength. So we're going to hit him for 3. He's going to... Dude, that is it. He goes down to 3. And then he takes 3 burn. And then at the start of his turn, he takes 3 burn. He's dead. Dude, burn is freaking crazy, dude. Okay, so we gain... well, we're completely maxed out. We don't need XP anymore. We gain 2 soul fragments. We're 1 away from getting our 3rd soul fragment. We don't gain... Or soul crystal. We don't gain any gold. And we get a loot chest. I was about to roll for loot, but we get a loot chest. And we rolled a 4. I believe that is a potion. Yes, it is a potion. It is for... Ooh, a luck tonic. Hey, that's good. We'll take the luck... Ooh, is it on the other side of the speed potion? You know what? We're dropping the speed potion. I'm picking up the luck tonic. I should have used the speed potion, man. That's okay. We got the luck tonic now. And then there's a quest. Shuffle it up. And what do we get? Greed. Accumulate 10 gold If we complete the quest, we got a chance to get 2 potions, a loot chest, or a talisman. All right. Nice, dudes. Okay, we got a lot of fear on us, a lot of poison, but I think we'll be okay. We got a crap load of health. Not much stamina left. We're going to take a step. Our lantern is freshly filled with oil, though. Let's pick up the key first, and we'll take a step into this yellow triangle room. We're about to leave level 3 here if we don't find... Ooh. Oh, dude, I think I want to do it. I'm going to do it. So, +2 poison and a spider, but then there's a shrine. So, +2 poison. We're going to fight the spider. Okay, this could be it, man. Hopefully he doesn't poison me to death. Oh my god, can you even freaking imagine how lucky I've gotten this run? Okay, he is extremely fast. He's got 6 HP, 1 toughness, and 2 strength. Okay, he's going to attack first. 9 speed. He's so fast. Oh no, he hits. He does 1 poison and 2 damage. It breaks the wizard hat. Oh no. Uh-oh. Is it about to fall apart, guys? He does 1 damage here. So we don't take any physical damage, but we take a poison. Oh my god. 2 more poison and we're dead. We got to do this right here. We need 2 or better. How hard can that be? We hit him for 1 + 2 is 3 + 1 from our accurate talisman is 4 -1 is 3. Oh man, that puts him at 3. Okay. I'm going to hang on to my last stamina. He's going to attack. Please don't poison. Please. Oh man, he hits. Okay, he does 1 + 2 is 3. It breaks our shawl. Finally breaks the shawl. Dang, dude, we're down to our base armor class of 3. And then we take 2 damage. Boink, boink. Uh-oh. Okay. Feeling more vulnerable all of a sudden. We've got no armor now. Finally, though. We got really fortunate this run. We attack. We hit him. 2 burn. Plus... Man, it was so nice doing the 3 burn with the wizard hat. 2 burn is still good, though. Plus 3 damage. -1 toughness is 2. So that puts him at 1. And then he's got the 2 burn. And then he takes 2 burn at the start of his turn. And he's dead. Whew, okay, at least he didn't poison us to death. We gain our last soul fragment. We gain 1 gold and a loot pouch. What do we even want out of this loot pouch? Like a poison antidote, maybe, in case we run into the spider? 1. Or a gold. Or a piece of gold. And then there is a shrine, guys. We found the 3rd shrine right at the last room of level 3. And we're going to get our final soul crystal, and we're going to fight the boss. What is it going to be? Green. Green, red, and blue. Okay, so that's one of the OG bosses. Who is that? Green, red, and blue. It's not the dragon. Green, red, and blue. It's the freaking giant spider, and all he does is poison. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be freaking joking me. We got 2 blood altars that game, so he gets 3 resolution cards, or 3 modifier cards, rather. Oh my god, dude. He's got 13 speed, 13 health, no toughness, and 4 strength. And when you attack the giant spider and miss, it inflicts 1 damage to you, ignoring your toughness. Well, it was a fun run, guys. Oh, didn't we just gain gold? So we got like, what, 1 toward greed or something like that? The spider attacks first. The giant spider attacks. He hits. 2 poison. We're dead. Dang it, dude. No. Oh, man. That's crazy, guys. Dead to poison. Rip. Dude, we had such high health like that whole freaking game. Oh, you know what I should have done, guys? Hold on. Oh, no, it's too late. I should have done this earlier. I had Purge. You can spend an HP to reduce your poison or fear by 1. Oh, man, I should have done that when I was before I fought it. Can we do that, guys? Can we do it? Can we cheat? We're going to cheat. We're going to cheat. Should we cheat? No, that's lame. He killed us. I should have thought about it before he killed us. Oh, man. We had the perfect skill for it, and I completely overlooked it, guys. I completely overlooked it. You know what? It's okay, though. I had a freaking blast, guys. Honestly, let's see, like, kind of maybe what position I would have been in if I was here, and I would have spent, what, would I have to reduce by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Would I have to spend 6, I think, right? And go down to 11? Yeah, to remove all the poison. So we would have been at 11. Then he would have hit us just then and poisoned us for 2. And then hit us for 4. And we've got no armor. So I would have went down to 7. Yeah, it wasn't looking too good anyway. I think I was going to die anyway, to be fair. We could have maybe looked out there, but you know what? Look, I want to play it out. I want to play it out just for fun. I lost. I'm going to keep the original ending there. We lost. We died to poison, but I just want to see if we would have attacked from my own peace of mind. Okay, we would have missed. The giant spider would attack. He would miss. We would attack. Watch me just miss over and over again. We hit him. 2 burn plus 3. So we'd put him down to 10. Uh-oh. Dude, I swear if I would have won. Then we would have burned him for 2. He would take the 2 burn at the beginning of his turn and go down to 8. And then this ticks down to 1. The giant spider would have attacked. He would have missed. We would attack. We would have hit him. I can spend a lucky coin to bump this up to a 4. So now we're doing 2 burn and then 3 damage again. So the 3 damage would have brought him from 8 down to 5. And then I could have spent 2 freaking health and used Siphon and hit him for 5 damage and killed him. God dang it, dude. Oh, well, that's all a part of paying attention and using your skills and stuff and getting lucky. I got lucky that he just missed me every attack after the first one. Anyway, we lost. We got poisoned by the giant spider, but I just wanted to see what would have happened. So there it is, guys. There's another playthrough of Crypt Crawler Quest. Again, the crowd sale for the game is going to be going from June 19th until July 3rd, and you can get your hands on Crypt Crawler Quest as well as the updated playmat and the base game of Crypt Crawler. All 3 of those items will be available on thegamecrafter.com for the crowd sale. Again, from June 19th until July 3rd, you got 2 whole weeks to get in on it. And Crypt Crawler Quest starts out at 25% off starting. And for every person that jumps onto the crowd sale, I believe it's for every 10 sales, you get more discounts. So tell your friends, tell your family. Buy several copies, share them with people, gift them to people, whatever you got to do. You're going to get some big discounts the more copies of the game that we sell. And of course, it helps support me and support the channel. And I just want you guys to get the game and enjoy it, man. And it is so fun. It adds so much content to the base game of Crypt Crawler. I can't imagine playing without it. It is so, so good. So there it is, guys. If you liked it, be sure to hit the thumbs up like button, hit the red subscribe button, and click the bell so you can stay notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I'll have more Crypt Crawler Quest coming in the near future, guys. So until the next one, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.